Voisard tries to go on the other side of the road. Can Higuita hold on at the top of this mountain? Tudor Pro cycling all the way. Yanis Voisard, what a victory.
Yanis Voisard seized control of the AlUla Tour yesterday with a brilliant display on Bir Jida Mountain Worker. However, the Swiss rider will have to be switched on in today's fourth stage with more crosswind chaos forecast on the road to Hegra.
The teams that we've spoken to already this morning say that this race is going to blow apart in the crosswinds. What do you think?
Yeah, probably there is a lot of chance that it will happen, so we'll try our best to keep the jersey and try to also make the sprint at the end.
The profile is nice and flat, so Lidl Trek will be hoping to guide their sprint star Jonathan Milan through the echelons and give him a shot at a third stage victory.
Today will be another really good opportunity for all of us sprinters in the end. But yeah, we will have to be really careful with the wind. It will be really windy. Or maybe it will be more or less like the first day, maybe 30-40 riders. As I said, the wind is really strong and really probably will split.
Time is running out meanwhile for Jayco AlUla, who are determined to win here in the region of their title sponsor. Their sprinter, Pascal Ackermann, hoping to improve on third place 2 days ago.
I'm quite happy about my shape, and it's going better and better from day to day, and today is still a big chance to grab. I mean, it's still a super important race for us, for Jayco AlUla, to be here, so we're gonna fight for our stage victories. We have 2 days to go. Today it's my chance, tomorrow the Climbers Day, so we have to try everything today.
Stage 4 is the longest of this AlUla Tour, 173 kilometres between Winter Park and Hegra, the ancient Nabatean city that has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 2008, Saudi Arabia's first. The bonus sprint comes early after just 19 kilometres, with the 2 intermediate active sprints in the final 50k. No climbs on the menu, but like on stages 1 and 2, the wind is bound to be a major factor. We are by no means guaranteed a bunch sprint. Well, the pace was so relentless on this fourth stage that by the time the live pictures began, there were only 38 kilometres remaining. The average speed was well over 50 kilometres an hour for the first 2 hours of racing. So once we joined the action, the day's 16-man breakaway had already been caught. And after a split in the main peloton, a group of chasers had caught up again. Everybody just catching their breath on this remarkable desert road. The bonus seconds at the start of the day were picked up by Mathis Lebert, who had been the best placed man on GC in the breakaway. But no danger in the end for the green jersey of Yanis Voisard. For him, it will all come down to the hike up to the sky views of Harata Wairid in tomorrow's 5th and final stage. Ultimately then, this was going to be another one for the sprinters. And of course, the big favourite was Jonathan Milan, already a 2-time stage winner earlier this week. Others to keep an eye on were Pascal Ackermann, Milan Fretin, and the other Italians who've been on form this week, Matteo Moschetti, Matteo Malucelli and Daniel Skirl. Well, not everybody had made it back to the front after those crosswind battles. A group containing the orange jersey, Ziyi Qi, was a long way back.
And the gap is massive. There's the peloton.
And Pinarello Q36.5 were keen to shake things up again.
Now we get a big acceleration. Any moment now in this race, you need to keep your focus, because if you don't, you can miss the breakaway of the day. Now that acceleration, wow, look at the speed round that left-hander.
Well, that move came to nothing and things settled down again until Zeb Kiffin attacked for the Terengganu cycling team. Decidedly, they have been very lively this week. The British rider taking 3 points at the final active sprint and deciding to kick on. The rider's now heading into the final 10 kilometres of this stage and enjoying some magnificent views on the road back to Hegra.
Oh, the terrain is pretty breathtaking, isn't it? Through the rocks and the gateway towards Hegra now.
Well, Kiffin did win a stage of the Tour de Langkawi last year, but he didn't present much of a threat to a full peloton containing a fair few sprinters, and he was caught with around 7k to go. Some of the GC favourites looking relaxed as the fast men prepared to face off.
The big move on the right-hand side, Pinarello, Q36.5 with Moschetti getting ready to try and win today's stage. Modern Adventure Pro Cycling on the front with Riley Pickerel looking to try and take this victory. Bergado is there in the white colours of Total Energy as he starts to slot backwards now in the string. Not too far to go. There's the peloton. They're going to come up and make a big swoop in left-hand turn onto very rough road into the finish line. It's going to be an almighty charge into a headwind, so you need to leave it quite late. Bahrain victorious, moving up now with Phil Bauhaus, but I wonder whether they're going to go with Skirl instead. XDS Astana move up in the turquoise, but Modern Adventure have the front of this peloton now. AlUla move up in the lavender-coloured kit as they bring forward Pascal Ackermann looking for this stage victory. Look at the speed of Lidl-Trek. Where is Jonathan Milan? There he is in the red. Has to brake a little bit. 3.5 hours of furious racing across the desert, and there's a fight for this left-hand turn now. Milan is not quite in position yet. Here goes the team of Cofidis. Milan is trying to fight his way out of a box right now. Pascal Ackermann getting ready to go. Milan moves up onto his lead-out man just in time as Ackermann goes for the finish line. Bauhaus is there. Milan is kicking as well with Consoni. Milan goes. Bauhaus kicks as well. Milan through the middle. He's being challenged now by Malucelli. Milan is going to be beaten this time. On the line, it looks like Malucelli of the team of XDS Astana squeezed through on the inside.
Matteo Malucelli outpacing his compatriot Milan to win this fourth stage. The 32-year-old played a pivotal role in XDS Astana's survival bid last year, with his 8 victories helping to keep the squad in the World Tour. He's now off the mark in 2026, celebrating his 18th career victory.
For 10 years like pro, I finished a lot of time second behind a big champion, and I needed one time in front of there. Today there was Milan, I won in front of Milan. For me, this is the best victory of my life, and I hope to be in the top sprinter in the world now.
Malucelli besting Milan, with Fritz Biesterboss completing the stage podium for Picnic Postanel. Another good effort from Robin Fradevaux in 4th, but Ackermann was down in 21st. No major changes overall, with Voisard still leading Afonso Eulalio. Sergio Higuita remains 3rd after chasing back in the crosswinds. That overall podium is now another big target for Astana. Milan couldn't get his 3rd stage win today, but he has sewn up the points classification. As long as he reaches the finish line tomorrow, the Italian will go home with the red jersey. No change in the orange jersey. Key is still the race's most active rider, ahead of his teammate Rossley. And Eulalio remains our best young rider, ahead of Björn Kurt. 4 down, 1 to go, and tomorrow is the GC showdown on the sky views of Harriet Wyrid, which promises to be spectacular. Join us for that on Saturday, and thanks for watching.